While geopolitics and world leaders in their conversations dominate the headlines when it comes to Israel and its retaliation against Hamas, at the heart of the story are individual families, households where hearts are broken, mothers who are waiting for their daughters to come home. We're at a place where such families have come together along with volunteers, diplomats, lawyers, working channels and back channels, doing things that governments officially can't do or won't do to try and bring the Israelis who've been taken hostage by the Hamas home. I'm joined here by Mirav. Mirav is speaking here today as a mother. And, you know, I was looking at her today at this sort of forum that has been informally created, and she seems so strong, so calm for somebody whose daughter is actually a hostage today. Tell us about your daughter first, Mirav.
My name is Mirav Leshem Gunen, and my daughter Romi is now still missing, assumed to be a hostage at the hands of Hamas. Romi is, wow, is a wonderful, bright young lady. She's a young woman. She's so beautiful. She's so vivid.
How old is she?
Happy. She's 23. She's the third of I have 5 kids, and she's in the middle. She's the third one. So she's the glue between the elder and the smaller.
And where did she get taken from? Do we know?
Yes, she was at the party.
She was at the music, the Supernova music concert.
Yeah, exactly. And started rocketing this area. Rockets started falling around them, and they were for 4.5 hours. We were with her on the phone, on and off, and they were trying to leave the area, and they couldn't move away.
A lot of people have been able to see horrifying videos of their children taken away on motorcycles, and other video evidence has emerged. Have you been able to see anything like this of your daughter?
I'm not watching. First, I'm not watching television. It's very hard. It's enough to hear about the horrifying things that will happen there.
Yeah.
But there are some friends and other family members that are able to go over the movies and look for a clue where Romi is, and still we haven't seen her picture anywhere.
So I want to ask you about what's happening here. As I said, we are in a place, a lawyer's office, actually 2 floors of which have been converted, and all of you are here working together. First, I want to understand, how are you so strong? You're a mom whose daughter is missing. You're assuming she's hostage. You're hoping against hope that she's going to come back safe. But you're strong. You're here not just trying to get your daughter back home, but also helping others. What gives you the strength?
First, I think the fact that there are so many people here. I'm not alone.
Yeah.
I'm not alone in this nightmare. I have a lot of people around here that helping me, helping the other families. It feels like, everybody is so into it to help us. Somebody has to be here with them, because we are the heart of the thing, but we're all like a body,
Yeah.
It's a body that if you won't have our heart, we will not be in here with them. The body will not be able to function as well. So it's like a responsibility, and also for my daughter and for my other kids. 4 other kids are looking at me and saying, maybe, okay, if I were in the same situation, I know my mommy would fight for me. So not every parent can do that, and that's okay. That's why those who can be here and be strong for others and help them go through this. Has to be here. So it's my responsibility as I see it.
The Hamas, indulging in propaganda, warfare, released a video of one hostage, a young woman.
Yes.
How did you feel as a mom when you saw that?
So many mixed emotions.
Yeah.
First, happy for the family.
That they at least know that she's there and alive.
She's okay.
Yeah.
For now, she's okay.
Yeah.
Terrified because it's not my daughter.
Yeah.
And third, worried because they didn't really took care of her as they should. How they bandaged her, how they treated her. It's not professional treatment. So I don't know if my daughter is wounded badly, who can help her? This is a lot of mixed. Just the thought of my kid at this, at this place with these hostages after what they did here, terrifying again. So mixed emotions.
Yeah, I was at the protest with the families, and a lot of people just said, we don't care what the government has to do. Our family should be the priority. The government here, of course, has taken the position that we're not going to negotiate with Hamas. As a mom, but as a proud Israeli citizen, what do you feel about that? Do you feel okay, if not the government, somebody else should negotiate, some channel of communication has to open?
I think as a mother, I don't care what exactly they will do, because it's not me. It's
That's
not
right.
my role to set a strategy. Yeah. My role as a citizen of this country is to say what I need, what I want, and it's not just me. We're not talking about me. We're talking about us, the group of the parents that their kids is hostages, but not just them. We have to understand it's a lot, thousands of people that living here and needs the same thing. We need to know that the government is watching us, making us feel secure, taking care of us. If we are taken, we have to be sure that the government will take us out of there. This is the responsibility. This is how Israel was built. Yeah. Upon the knowledge that every person counts, and if somebody needs help from the family, from the government, and needs to be brought back to Israel, Israel will do everything it can to do that. So I expect my government to keep this line of action and this strategy. I don't care what strategy they will do. We will have time to do other steps even later. Let me ask you a last question. You know, it's been pointed out that it's the families of those whose kids or loved ones have been taken hostage that have been the least, in a way, the least aggressive, in a way, the least filled with hate. At this point, the world is debating how to de-escalate this war. As a mom, obviously, your priority is to get your daughter home. But if you're asked about the larger war, what is your position? You're not cared? You don't have the bandwidth emotionally to think about it? What do you think? I think that this war is not Israel war. This is the whole world war. Because if it happened here in Israel, it can happen any other place here. So it's not our war, it's not my kids to bring back home. I think it's the essence of how this world, the whole world, wants to be after all this horrifying events will end. This is how the world will look like. Not Israel, not my daughter even. It's something much bigger. How to be united against this evil. That's the issue. So the world has to decide how he wants to be. He can look away and not see what happens in Israel and say, okay, let them fight. Or he can understand that this is not our war. It's the whole world war. What does your T-shirt say? My T-shirt says exactly what we want. We are bringing them back home. We are bringing them back home. Families holding on, not just to hope. They're not just sitting here and hoping. They are coming together in a community with diplomats and lawyers and working every channel of communication, overt and covert, to bring back. At the moment, we have an estimated number, 199 Israelis back home. And we very much hope your daughter is able to return home safely. Thank you. Thank you.